What's up? My name is Kayla and welcome to my channel. Yeah, I'm in pajamas. God randomly wanted me to get on here and to record a video for you guys. This is going to be the prophetic word for the month of September. I wanted to wait. Maybe it might not have been recorded in time if I were to push it off and wait. So here I am. Honestly, I didn't feel like changing. I thought it would be fine just to get on here in my pajamas and whatnot. Anyway, before I get started, I want to say like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. Helps my videos out, and I encourage just you guys to engage, engage in the Christian family, and whether it's liking and subscribing to different people, it helps get out, the Christian content that God is calling people to do, or whether it's, sowing into kingdom ministries or whatnot. It's all helping build the body of Christ and getting more of God out there. And thank you to all you guys who have donated to my ministry. I have been putting it all towards, going out and helping other people. Today I helped, a homeless person, and I had bought a brand new Bible, and I make these crosses for rear view mirrors of cars, and I gave them money, and it all goes back to God. Guys, I swear, I have no problem with bugs until I get on here to record. It's like, I don't know if that's how the devil is trying to stop me, but because he knows, like, okay, now she's not going to want to record because she has this, red spot on her. I just killed 2 mosquitoes. And I've been in here for hours and had no problem, until I want to start recording a video. And I found one biting me. So if you're wondering why I have a red spot on my neck, that's why. Anyway, so yeah. Next week, I'm actually going with a friend to a deliverance conference. And it's going to be all the way in Nashville, Tennessee. That's like 9-10 hour drive. We're driving, but I'm so excited. It's gonna have Greg Locke, I think that's how you say his name, Greg Locke. See the bug? What in the world? It's gonna have Greg Locke, Daniel Adams, Danny Goki is gonna be singing, Vlad, a lot of deliverance people, and then musical artists. So it's gonna be so exciting. I'm gonna be bringing probably at least one of my homeless bags to give away that I've made. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to those that have sewed to my ministry, because it's going to good use, I promise you that. So that's why I wanted to really get on here and just record now, even though I'm in my pajamas. Man, that is itchy. Even though I'm in my pajamas, I'm gonna be so busy all week. I've been working so much, and I've been building my business so much. I'm gonna be packing, and I have so much to do before we leave for Nashville. But yeah, so I have 2 prophetic words for the month of September. Now I have 2 because God gave me one a month ago, and it is Swooning September. And I thought, okay, but what is the actual definition of swooning? So I'm going to read that for you guys. Swooning. Faint from extreme emotion. To be emotionally affected by someone or something that one admires. To become ecstatic. So usually people use this word when talking about love. To be emotionally affected by someone that they admire. And that's the word God gave me for me, and I know some of you guys in the body of Christ. But then in the car today, I was like, well, God, but what about, other people? Because I know this is not going to be a word for everyone, especially not a whole lot of people. So for others out there, what is another word that I can give? So that, majority of the body of Christ will be covered. And I heard saving September. Okay? So these are the two prophetic words I have. I'm going to start with swooning. Now, just because I have two prophetic words doesn't mean automatically that this is going to be a prophetic word over your life. You need to go to God. You need to seek confirmation if this isn't already. Okay? And yeah, you need to go to him first and foremost. You can't just, I'm not God, okay? So you can't just expect me to speak into your life and for it to automatically just, be right. You got to go to God and you got to make sure that this is what he meant for you. And this is what he ultimately is speaking into your life, okay? But I know this is going to be for people out there. So I'm going to start with swooning September. To be emotionally affected. I believe this September is going to start the process of kingdom spouses coming together. Whether they start dating or not, I don't know. But they're going to start noticing each other and become emotionally moved and affected by one another. So I want to read this. Before Rebecca even saw Isaac, this would be, oh my gosh, no way, okay. Okay. So, I'm acting like this because, so basically, I just freaked out because I saw the number 24, and I have been seeing the number 24 since August 24th. Okay? And now I turned 24 the month of September. And I fully believe that from my birthday and on, I am going to see victory in my life. The number 4 meaning miracles, opportunities, open doors, an increase, breakthrough. It promises. It represents the promises of God, okay? I go to Genesis because I wanted to look up and actually read the story of Rebecca and Isaac. And it is Genesis 24, and it says, a wife for Isaac. Chapter 24. Genesis 1, chapter 24. So Abraham's servant went out to find a wife for Abraham's son Isaac, and he finds Rebecca. He brings Rebecca back, and so this is going to be from verse 62. Meanwhile, Isaac, whose home was in Negev, had returned from Bir Lahai Roi. One evening, as he was walking and meditating in the fields, he looked up and saw the camels coming. When Rebecca looked up and saw Isaac, she quickly dismounted from her camel. "Who is that man walking through the fields to meet us?" she asked the servant, and he replied, "It is my master." So Rebecca covered her face with her veil. Then the servant told Isaac everything he had done. And Isaac brought Rebekah into his mother Sarah's tent, and she became his wife. He loved her deeply, and she was a special comfort to him after the death of his mother. So as you can see, it was kind of like a love at first sight. Who is that man walking in the fields to come and meet us? Before Rebekah even saw Isaac, she had agreed with devotion and just self-sacrifice to marry him, to be connected to him. On her way to meet him, she saw a man approaching in the field. She just knew that it must be him. Rebekah experienced such intense emotions of love at her first sight of this man that she nearly falls off her camel. She didn't even know it was the man they were going to meet to potentially be her husband. So by virtue of having so completely bound herself to him beforehand, it's like her spirit was able to recognize, and her soul was able to recognize and know him as her true soulmate before they even formally met. How amazing. Okay? And the same thing with Adam and Eve. When God created Eve and presented her to Adam, Adam exclaims, "At last, bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. This one shall be called woman, for she was taken from man." So he was saying that, finally, like this time, he was moved by emotion, and he expressed his delight and just emotional arousal and his love at first sight for his new mate. Okay, so yeah, that is going to be the swooning of September. This explains why a man leaves his father and mother and is joined to his wife, and the two are united into one. Oh my gosh. And that is verse 24. Okay, that's verse 24 of Genesis 2. I keep seeing the number 24 now. So that is going to be the swooning September. That is what some of us are going to experience, is just that emotional, just like with Rebekah. She nearly fell off her camel, and just like Adam with Adam and Eve, like he just was like, wow, like at last, finally, God, like look at that woman, like that is the bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. That is my soulmate. Like that, I just know it. And same thing with Rebekah. She was so devoted to who she was going to marry before she even knew them. And when she saw the man, and she didn't even know, but was like, who is that man? Like she almost fell off her camel. That's how it's going to be, guys, for some of us. That's super exciting. That's super exciting. Okay, for Saving September, I have Proverbs 2. And it says, "My child, listen to what I say and treasure my commands. Tune your ears to wisdom and concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search for them as you would for silver and seek them like hidden treasures. Then you will understand what it means to fear the Lord, and you will gain knowledge of God. For the Lord grants wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He grants a treasure of common sense to the honest. He is a shield to those who walk with integrity. He guards the path of the just and protects those who are faithful to him. Then you will understand what is right, just, and fair, and you will find the right way to go. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will fill you with joy. Wise choices will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe." So this all has to do with saving, okay? Wisdom will save you from evil people, from those whose words are twisted. These men turn from the right way to walk down dark paths. They take pleasure in doing wrong, and they enjoy the twisted ways of evil. Their actions are crooked, and their ways are wrong. Wisdom will save you from the immoral woman, from the seductive words of the promiscuous woman. She has abandoned her husband and ignores the covenant she made before God. Entering her house leads to death. It is the road to the grave. The man who visits her is doomed. He will never reach the paths of life. So, follow the steps of the good and stay on the paths of the righteous. For only the godly will live in the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the treacherous will be uprooted. And it goes on in chapter 3. But the point is, this September, for some of you guys, God is going to be saving you through wisdom. Maybe the enemy is going to try to lead you down the wrong path, or he's going to try to put people in your life to take you a different way. I really don't know, but it all has to do with wisdom. In September, for some of you guys, if you listen to the Lord and his wisdom, it's going to save you ultimately from some pretty wicked plans of the enemy that would take you down a path that you would not want to go. Like it says, entering a house leading to death. It is a road to the grave. Walking down dark paths. Being removed from the land. So God is going to save some of you guys this September from that happening if you incline your ear to him and you listen to him. This is his will. Whether it happens, it has to do with free will of our own selves, okay? So the prophetic word is that God is wanting to save you in September through wisdom, but God's will doesn't always happen because of free will and choice, okay? So just try to remember that God is going to want to save you this September, okay? So be on the lookout for wisdom and avoid the paths of the wicked, okay? Tune your ears to wisdom. Concentrate on understanding. Cry out for insight and ask for understanding. Search them as you would for silver. Seek them like hidden treasures. Go back and rewind and listen to me now that you have better understanding of what it means. Re-listen to what I just said, the whole chapter 2, and go and read it for yourself. Seek out and cry out to God so that you will not be brought down paths of destruction and where the enemy is wanting to ruin your life. Okay? So that you are not uprooted from the promises God has for you, so that no one can take your crown and take you down a path that you ultimately don't want to be at. Emotionally, physically, mentally distraught and depressed, whatever the case may be. God is wanting to save some of you guys, okay? So that is my prophetic word of the month of September. I hope it's helpful. And yeah, please give it a thumbs up. Please, it helps my videos. Anyway, so thank you, family, if you watched this far. I love you guys, and I hope that you have a great and awesome rest of your day or evening. I'm going to be going to bed here shortly, and I got a busy week before I leave Saturday. Today is Sunday night. Before I leave Saturday for Nashville, and we're going to be there almost a week for the Deliverance Conference. I'm so excited. And if you're going and you live around the area, please try to go. And I'd love to meet any of you guys. If you are going, comment down below. That would be so awesome. Anyway, yeah. I'll be back as the Spirit leads, of course. So, bye, guys.